Welcome to Content Strategy 101, making a business case for content. Folks, this is a picture of a cart and a horse and of tragedy. All too often, I see the roles reversed, and people with the best of intentions are thinking about what kind of content they should create and how they should create it before they figured out why. Why are you creating content? And the only meaningful way to reach a good answer for that is to establish your business goals first. Business goals, the ultimate purpose for what you're doing, should drive marketing goals, which in turn should drive your content objectives. Otherwise, you risk wasting a lot of time and money and causing everyone, including yourself, a great deal of pain. Business goals, of course, are the broad things that we ultimately want to achieve. They typically include things like making more money in a way that's more profitable for your company, expanding the share of business you get, taking some away from your competitors, building better and bigger awareness within the marketplace of customers and clients, expanding your overall reach, new partners, decreasing the cost of business, etc. These are all very familiar business-oriented things. These are all the whys. In the middle, we have the marketing and sales goals, which are tied to those business objectives. These are the how. How do we achieve, how do we fulfill those business objectives? We may, if we're going to grow revenues, of course, we may want to get more customers, do a better job at retaining the ones we have, increasing sales among new customers and current customers, improving our ratio of closings and conversions, expanding our overall awareness, improving our position to improve that awareness, and of course, more tactically, there may be things like web presence, e-commerce platform, and then a drive for efficiency to lower the cost per lead or cost per conversion. Always want to make sure you're doing a better job at moving people through the marketing/sales pipeline. Always looking for more people to put at the top of the funnel. Always looking for ways to improve satisfaction, improve retention, etc., etc. And I'm sure you can think of more. Finally, the content marketing goals are the reasons you create a content strategy and set up a content marketing process. This is the way you're going to use content as part of your marketing strategy, which in turn is part of the way you're going to fulfill your ultimate business objectives. Typical content marketing goals include, but are certainly not limited to, establishing thought leadership and or expertise, credibility, overall building trust with the potential pool of prospects. This is a new 0 point. Intercepting researchers and searchers. People are doing work on the web before they even consider looking at your sales team. You want to intercept them when they're at that point of greatest interest and desire, and they're open to hearing ideas, and you want to be the one with the best idea in front of them. And related to that, of course, is improve if web strategy or web presence is part of the marketing objective you established earlier. Organic SEO, again, as part of marketing, lead generation, lead nurturance. How about for awareness? Education may be an important content marketing goal to support that marketing objective. Content can also help drive web traffic. It can expand your database of leads that you can use in a lead generation program. Of course, improve social media presence and visibility by having stuff that you're willing to share and make a name for yourself with. Acquiring customers, of course, that's a combination of the lead gen, social media, and other efforts. And always, again, as we saw before, content marketing can be a way of moving people through the funnel by offering them carrots at every stage to draw them closer to you. And of course, you can think of others. So we've talked about this three-step process or three-step strategy of business goals, sales marketing objectives, and content strategy in the abstract. Well, what would it look like in real life? Well, let's use Timberlake Cabinetry as an example. This is a real company. and they sell high-end wholesale cabinets. They do some consumer business, but most of the business they do are to large real estate developers and contractors. They don't want to sell one or two sets of cabinets. They want to sell hundreds of sets of cabinets. And when I interviewed the marketing director for Timberlake Cabinetry, filled me in on a few things. One is that initial business desire to expand their business. Number two, he said that they have a particular strength in terms of the reputation for service. And number three, they're starting from scratch when it comes to content marketing and looking for a way to just begin. How would they even begin to think about content within the content of their desires and their current position within the marketplace? Let's take a look at this step by step. So if we were to craft a business goal for Timberlake, I think we could summarize it this way. Increase revenues, well, that's an obvious thing to do. And I don't think it becomes a goal until you add that preposition by. By doing what? It's not enough to set the desire, increase revenues. You have to say by doing what action is it that you're going to take. And in this case, it's by expanding the reach into the general contractors market. Remember, their business model depends on wholesale sales. So what marketing objective would support the business goal? They have that advantage, that reputation for service. In their industry, this means the ability to get the stuff on site, on time, exactly right, to sync those deliveries with the right labor force, the right skilled people who are there, to integrate into the scheduling of the general contractor, etc. Timberlake is really good at this. It's credible because they're known for this and they have this reputation. And this is something they can definitely leverage to their advantage, that unequaled contractor service to distinguish them from their competitors and as a way to attract new customers. So in realizing that that's the marketing objective, is to use their reputation for service that they can credibly back up. Their content strategy naturally should be to create content that demonstrates that quality of service and emphasizes its value to its customers. Notice now where we are in terms of next steps. We know now that we're not going to look at content tactics that are driven, that are primarily for consumers, because their strategy is for the general contractors. This is going to be a B2B play. We also know that the content they create has to be accessible to and desirable for that market audience of contractors. These are busy people. So what kind of things would work for them? I would be thinking of videos. I'd be thinking stuff that's good for mobile. I'd be thinking of stuff maybe in print, like handy guides that emphasize, of course, Timberlake's strength and service by demonstrating how much they understand about the general contracting business. I'd be thinking of content that specifically meets the needs of that subset and always emphasizes over and over again how smart, savvy, skilled, and experienced Timberlake is with providing the kinds of services that general contractors need. All along, everything's aligned. The content strategy, the marketing objectives, the business goals. That's what it is for Timberlake, but what about you? Have you lined these up? Well, surprise, surprise, I can help you figure that out. If you're at that stage where you're intrigued by content marketing or you're not quite satisfied with that strategy you have in place, yes, I am available to help you work through this process. We can do this on site, your location, and work through a series of exercises, brainstorms, a complete process of identifying the appropriate business goals, marketing sales objectives, and the right content strategy for your enterprise. This is where you can reach me. I'm eager to talk to you.